Hello, beautiful humans. Welcome back to my studio. Time for number 4 in my story series. This one's short, sweet, cute, and personal. When I was a little kid, through my adolescence, actually, in our back garden space, we had a line of rocks, like a little stone wall-ish thing separating our garden from the walkway. And sweet little baby Scott would go out there and run back and forth on these rocks, up and down, back and forth, usually barefoot, skipping, prancing, leaping from rock to rock. And it was kind of my therapy zone. I would go out there and I would be playing through stories in my head, having conversations, creating characters, creating works of art that would just be there with me and ephemerally disappear into the universe. So I thought today I'd pay a little homage to my lovely stone wall, my skipping rocks, and kind of recreate the energy of this inspiration, this nice meditative space. So like always, I'm just using a bare amount of materials, 3 brushes, a little pointer sister here, about a 1-inch brush, and featuring a brand new 2-inch brush today. Lovely girl, break you in nice. My lovely favorite painter's knife, who we may or may not use, and 5 colors of acrylic paint: red, yellow, blue, black, and white. Let's make something fabulous. Yay! Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this nice kind of 1-inch brush. I'm going to come up to my... I'm sorry. Cut everything. Just see what this red paint looks like. You see her there? That is ridiculous. I have to take a photograph of this. Oh my god, that's so funny. So, I'm going to use my 1-inch brush. I'm going to mix a little bit of red and yellow. Oh, look at that nice fiery orange. And maybe just a little bit of blue in there. A little bit more blue. It's nice kind of rich earth tone. Maybe a little bit more yellow. Make her brown. Yes! And I'm going to come up to my beautiful blank paper. I'm just going to start shaping out a general direction of my rocks. Get a little black in there too, why not? And I'm going to work my way out from here, filling up all this background space, following these curves, these nice lines I laid down. Just kind of feeling the energy radiating out in all directions. And as I'm continuing to remix a little bit more of my primary colors and featuring black, I'm not doing a super great job intentionally of mixing these colors. See that on there? Got almost red and blue on 2 different sides. I'm letting these colors sort of take effect in their own way, developing their own relationship with the canvas, right? That feels cute. Yes, girl. Yeah, they almost kind of look like ripples in the water, right? As you're kind of skipping stones, you feel the ripples sort of radiating out. I like you, girl. I like where you going. As I work my way out, I'm going to lean more into these blues and these greens, right? These blues and yellows together. Now, one side of this beautiful stone wall was the driveway, nothing fancy. On the other side was a beautiful garden of plants and a few herbs. I think that rosemary was pretty nice. But that was the garden that we would put all of our little stones for all of our lovely dogs and cats that were wonderful, happy, contributing members of the family. A place for them to, if not necessarily rest physically, a place that we could go and they could be remembered. So I want to use a lot of these blues and yellows to come together instinctively, organically, naturally along these stones to give us the idea we got some beautiful green gardens. I'll put a little on this side too. Oh, that's lovely. My first dog, her name was Lady. She was a chocolate Labrador. And she was just the sweetest thing. She nursed an entire litter of kittens once until we were able to find them all lovely, happy homes. She was just a nice, instinctive, sweet, loving dog. Now, Bohan was our Doberman Pinscher. Technically our first. He was my first Doberman Pinscher. Sweet, goofy, lovable, incredibly stupid. That's not true. That's not true. He was smart. I trained him up quite a bit. He could do a lot of tricks. He was very smart in knowing how much he could get away with before we had to remind him. Oh, that's good. Maybe I'll put a little bit of black and white together. A nice cute gray. Come down here, miss. A little more black. Just throwing some black in there. It's nice. Shadows. Nice dark shadows. Love that. Maybe a few up here too. Maybe she's a little more light. There, coming around. Cute. Love her. I'm still working with this 1-inch brush. I'm gonna get a bit more of this black on here. Let's see, I want to go back into my stones and sort of just reassess, redefine exactly where they're going to be. I'm really trying to build the shape of stones out, but just throwing a little bit of lights and darks. Oh god, maybe she's a little darker on one side, a little lighter on the other. Just taking some of this paint. Shadows there in the dark, yes. Those nice dark little corners. Back when I was too young to be too scared of spiders or creepy crawly things hiding under stones, I just assumed that if you're out in nature, you are in their house. So it's your job, like any guest, treat it respectfully, clean up after yourself, and just know that if stuff pops off between you and an animal, insects, itchy plants, they didn't come into your house to start trouble. You came into theirs. So I love nature. I always try to treat her with a good amount of respect. remember where you came from. Just throw a little bit of this gray sort of out here somewhere. We had another Doberman after Bohan passed away, named Remus. He was also another sweetie. Red Doberman. Never had his ears docked. Just a big old floppy doofus. Oh my God, he was such a doofus. I miss all of them. I think having some pets can be very beneficial for the soul, and also teaching you simple things like responsibility, taking care of something else that isn't you, figuring out that things run on a timetable. When they gotta go, they gotta go. If they gotta go outside, they gotta go outside, and you've gotta take them. Well, it's the one thing that I miss a little bit as a city boy nowadays. This is my current living situation is not conducive for the type of animal I'd really like to have. A big dog, not a little teacup, something other, you know, tell for a puppy. I want something big, something you can ride into battle. Or, you know, at least something that's gonna help defend you against mysterious strangers in the night. I'm rambling a lot today. I'm gonna go in here with a little bit more of this dark. We'll kind of start tracing out, I don't know, it's a little bit of this zigzag line. And this is as I'm skipping from rock to rock. Just leaps over there. Leaps down a bit, leaps over, down, over. Yeah. Work right in there. Maybe just to give her a little extra something. Throw a little bit of this lighter gray up top. She goes in a few different directions. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. These were not like cobblestone rocks. These were, I grew up in a little town called Asheboro, North Carolina. Not cool, hippie, trendy Asheville, where all of the yuppies and hipsters retire to. Hi Asheville, can't wait to live you there one day. But Asheboro, particularly my little neighborhood, was called Greystone. And Greystone, as its name implies, had quite a lot of natural gray slab rocks just kind of protruding out from everywhere. People would build their houses around them. For my New Yorkers, when you go to Central Park and you just see all those giant just sort of rock formations coming out of nowhere, very that. And those were what we made this little stone wall out of when Mummy and Daddy were doing some work on the side garden as they unearthed these giant, like 500-pound rocks. They'd roll them over, start lining them up, and creating this nice little wall. This little Hadrian's Wall to our fairy realm. Oh, love that. Let's mix things up a little bit. What if I put a little bit of yellow into this gray? Just a little bit. Oh, nice, interesting sage color. I'll throw her around in there. Just kind of throw in my brush. She goes up there. She also goes that way. Oh, over, down, over, down. Oh, yes. Got this. Maybe she's lichen. Maybe she saw that nice mossy stuff. Let me get a little bit of blue in there. Blue, yellow, and black. Ooh, she's pretty. Ooh, she's pretty. That's so nice. These nice dark little spots for our moss to grow. Oh, love that. Love that. Let's give her a bath. Now, I can never go far without my favorite little girl, Miss Painter's knife. Mwah. So maybe I will get a little bit of, yellow and blue on her. I'm mixing that up. And with that nice kind of shaky wrist, nice light touch, I'm gonna come around, just start throwing. Oh, look at that beautiful, beautiful conversation of color. Just mix that back and forth. Some light moments, some dark moments. Letting everybody get in on the conversation. Pulling her up, pulling her down. You know, sometimes the universe has better plans than you do. Ah, love her. Better. All right. I want to go back to that 1-inch brush. A little more of that super dark gray. So, and re-highlight these nice dark corners. Highlight the dark corners. I'm going to go back in with that 1-inch brush with a little bit of that super dark gray on it. Just sort of redefine these nice dark edges of my stones. Maybe a little bit more yellow. Yellow and black. The wall was on the western side, so it would catch a lot of really beautiful golden hour light spilling through the garden onto these rocks. Little pop of red in there mixed with that yellow. Oh yeah, that bright orange. Where does she want to be? Just to be just whispers of that orange. Nice powerful light. Going through there. I don't want to lose too much of that natural beauty, right? This is sort of an exercise in browns today. So I'm gonna mix a little bit more of my primary colors, that red, yellow, just a little bit of blue. I'll go back in here. Some nice dark shades. Yep. Through my stones. Warming her up a bit. To balance out the composition, I'm going to go back to that lovely painter's knife. Just a little bit more of that green, that yellow, just a little bit of blue in it. Look at that nice earthy mossy color. Just do a nice few little lines cutting right down here on top. Everything, yes. Just pulling down just over here on this top right. The pull of nature. There's one long girl all the way down the side. Now we need something big and bold and ridiculous to finish this girl off. And the one part of the story that I haven't shared with you yet is, while sweet baby Scott was running back and forth, skipping back and forth across these rocks in his backyard, the one thing that he would hold in his hand, that he would use to, I don't know, gesticulate magic powers, or I stand as the idea of a person I'm talking to, or just to swish back and forth really dramatically. I really never had to come out, did I? Was a lovely pom-pom. Yep, a little bitty pom-pom, little cheerleader's majestic wand on a stick. With lovely little red streamers coming out of it. So we've got basically a lovely, nice, rich, earthy palette, just to give it a little sense of something dramatic. I'm gonna go to my favorite girl, my lovely painter's knife, with a little bit of that nice, shocking fire engine red. And oh goodness, where I want to go, I'll do one on one side. This lovely stream of red. Not blood red, not scary red, passionate red. fiery red. Coming up, reaching towards this beautiful space. I'll do a little bit up here too. Maybe I got it kind of coming in from both sides. Just a little bit of a nice pull of that color. Maybe just one more. Nice skinny girl. Oh, can you see that? Nice skinny girl. Itching her way down. Pulling her way. Oh, towards this beautiful safe space. Oh, this lovely black and white, this blank canvas of positivity, negativity, light, dark, all these things coming together that we just skip back and forth on. High points, low points. It was kind of like life. All right. I'm going to use that little baby girl brush. There she is. A little bit of that red paint. Maybe just a little bit of black in there too. Keep her subtle. And last thing we always do, give her little signature. So just right down here in the bottom. S. Yell. And voila. Beautiful, eccentric, kinetic, wonderful piece. Lovely. I like this. I hope you did too. Hope you enjoyed following along. If you have a personal or just story, period, that you would like to see me artistically interpret in real time, holla, give me a call, let me know, shoot me a message. Until then, be well, stay fabulous, be creative, and I'll see you next time. Oh yes, prints are available through my website, scottambley.com/shop. And yeah, love you, girl.